obia emfa ne ho nsi ho na ye nyina yesu sa nipa nwotwe yegusu a yesu omde nanso wupiem ewo Jubilee House a omanfo dodo
asanto amasomu ewo eye Jubilee ceremonial gardens a obepiem ewo Jubilee House anim ha yi a eye ade a efi endra president aban mu for ahyehye pa omo ekohye omo kofi kwamuwo abra omo fi enkran e de omo ani ekyeremu ewo eye Asante region obuase ekwa akodi djuma omo flowers ewo biaye a aban no atudi asi hono mo a yede etwa adwo na yede ekai empanimfo yi a omo ahyia wo mo kofi kwamuwo yi ene edayi soso no omo etoa so efi anopa eyade a womo ede akwanya no ede ama abusua adofo agyamfo Ghana nyina se womo soso ewo eho akwanya efise ye Ghana nyina ena ade atoyani etino ewo se omo ema Ghana nyina so kwan na womo soso no ebepe womo last respect ede ema ye heroes enwotwi efi anopa ena dwumadie no ehya ase ye kasai aban mu mpanimfo bebre efi anopa ena womo abedru passein ede womo reef ebaaye ebetoye na eye first lady Mame Lodina Mahama obedru hasei no na mame kame ne ho baabia na eyi etino ne voy bedru ya Africa musiye no eye esu ena mame ede esi fom wo si fom eba ne nyina no na eye esu kro na ena osun ya edru ebra ewose obe lane reef arehudie ene ade enti no na ani akwakoye na enye wasu kakra na chief of staff akrokro ne kakra edidimu saa ena ole ni reef no ewieye na ole ewieye ne krampo ne nsoso a enka omu bedru ha sei no omu disu omu le reef ni wie ni su na nka omu ni media kasa wie na nka ja omu ekosen a na ne omu apepa wo manim na omu eko na nsoso ma me de ne de wantimi anye no saa osun ya esan ede kokofro ne ka ena wokoye se yeyi first lady eto enchen a eye na bema ebedru ye no na waye mre na woje ne ho baabia na enje eti wono ne de ye beka ne sese de emema sun egu omumu no wantimi anya ne saa odi kan se wo sun agu ni mu a na emom ne kowi akire no na eyade a na wo se wotimi bie na no na osu eti na mpa wo ye ne saa bie na no esun ye emema emma wo mo ha nyina eso no esun ye pa ewa enya sam ketwa Eric Agbana honorable ono susu bedru ye na wo hwe se de ne seniors na omo femfam eban ho na sesei ontimi ne wo mo nkasa ensua hwe e wo mo nchen na omo soso no ato arahudie omo soso ono so esun ye pa yeyi eno soso eto nchen a eyade a ambassadors bebre na a wo mo esi empanifo a wo mo esi wo mo amai anamu ewo Ghana ha sei no bebre abedru hasei omo abele wo mo reef institutions ahodro esoso no ede wo mo de aba security service esoso eka wo mo ho ebomu prison service immigration fire eka wo mo ho ebomu ema wo mo soso no ebele wo mo reef sa enso ena yen acting Supreme Court judge ono soso ebedru ha sei one ne judges a wo mo wo bench empanifo a hodo bedru ha ema wo mo esoso ebe de pepepe na efi anopa no sade madikan aka no enye se wo mo asabe mpreduasa amanyofo anase wo mo wo di nko a ena eba ha sei na emomu no we Ghana ni deɛ si ya wo ya wo wɔtsema de ma nipa na wo pesa wo be pie mu wa ha say na wo so be pay wo last respect akwanya no ho the science no enkrofo bebre na wo mo so abepay wo mo last respect ewo eha no mo senya se ye beka ne se environment ya ye wo mo sesi yi ewo ceremonial gardens say no enye ahojo kra efri say obi a wo beba ha say bia e de awerɛho
ahomano abonmu kakra na so yebesan akọ akua sapoma honum biem na sene woginemo ewo Jubilee House bebi a wat wayi esi honum se ceremonial gardens ai nei kukuda metitiri ne ani ntine wo bia a wo tema edi manipa na ne esi eye wo ya no yese bra honum na bibibie kita wo fa no nhwire ho fa beto honum hyesafo no enunyam ne yebesa akọ hobiem na yetie ne yekoso ewo ho kai hyane nso se enei edipa dom na akwa akopie mu ewo honum a enye asemkuma na uduru honum na ohwe obi anim a wani so ehya ha ne Afghanistan kra beba sanse ewu a adehye yewu no sebe baifo kra mpo no menyi ni se obehwe ma ne nyonko baifo saa yewu a eya na etan na yeguso abompa yesre nyankopon se mo mabiem esi ebiem ti yeguso de ehon nsem na ehon amane na ebowa enhye kwan so se ne mpadifo de agu eho nyina no ewose ye magana fo nyina ehunu ne ekọ esanse na no tworo no ekaye se womo omusu na ne womo momusu na duru anije danso a woni womo abomu asrede a na enei awusua asabre womo soromo etie enanom eyerenom emanom Ghana fo nyina na Dr. Omanebo Amade NDC fo omure mfi papa idasan se ohwa bre kra na abato bobo penso na ono anekoyi okopeke form de ma yewura kra a kire se edru bra no omo pe babia ballot so obi abedai wono a anekochusu number 8 kra ebaye enti NDC de menye sure se ene china ene da omrebe fi opani ene nipa enso a eka ne hoyi saa nso na abusua wom nyina efri mu no obi eni ho no ma ne rebe timi efi ne de hye sanse Ghana fo nyina ye nyina ne yebomu esu ye kwaso anso ahye abusua enkran na ya cheche wo mure se nyankopon na ono na ya na onim ne ye na waye amane matode bi a Christopher oyanu bi na ya na yetai ede cheche yere dwumadie no ase fitianopa ebesi sabrei empadifo bi a womo akwa womo so ede wo mu hren akototo ho no yewo emfoni bebre ho no ma ebre mu yebepese yede ebeso mu nti mu de monto enkoso enhwe emayen abra ye bobo aneoma no neso yesa enkwakua sapoma ho biem na onto asoma yen efri baabi a odisi ye no
asantoa medase masan masomu biemu ewo enim ha no mo sei Jubilee House enim ha sei biaya arehosam kese sei no na yedaso a edi eho abobo a empanifo ahodo mo wokrom ha sei obia eba na wode ne nhwiren aba abeto ese no wode apay ne last respect ede ama eye empanifo enwotwi a omo awu owu a ha no mo sei yaka say kane mampani abedi akire yera Mahmoud Baumia ebaye ebepie mu ewo hanom sein ema wono soso no ebele ne kama sa enso ena Dr. Mati wopoku prempe esoso no say ya wono soso no abele ne de na we say no esan se eye Ghana mu ni nyina ena asam anase ade atoye ni nti no enye NDC enye NPP asam enti no eye political parties a ewo Ghana hanom sei no yebeka ne se ye kasa de emu be te se 80% aba abedru hanom sei a omo ede omo nhwireyi eba omo ebi mo eya na akoye agyaadwo
Ebusia ade no asan abonimu ebiem esan se ye mfidie ene ye di dwumanti bibini na ho ekọ yi kakra na ewose ye samba na ye ne mo ebetwetwe nkomo ye bekọ kwia sapoma ho enche kra abra wogina mu ewo Jubilee House na dwumadi a ekoso ewo honom na Ghana mampani ene aban ede esi honom se ebusia na no arehosem kọto wom abra womo ekoye Ghana adwuma no yato akọ de nsem ni bi asomwa na yegusu ewa hanum somode a na sabre die mpanimfo bebre ekopie mu ewo ehonom a ye kase ye Sierra Leone mampani wapie mu ewo honom a yeguso hwe animu kwan se ono so ni hwiren a wode ekoto honom ahye enipa nwotwe enunyam no yahwe se ne adwumadie no ekọ ewo ho.
Okay, sin no akoye arehosem kese pa say Sierra Leone the president President Julius Mada ono ena waba abedru hasenya ono so no pay the last respect na wagina ho ache kakra wahwe pictures no free etia edikositia or share obia position obia juma wodi ewo Ghana ha obia juma wodi de som Ghana eno ena wo hwe din na wahwe position no o hwe sa awosuniti waboni mu ase ede ama womo ena sesei wanya afri ha odi nani echremu ewo Jubilee House na enkomo ahodo a aka etwa se wone empanifo ekodi no na waye no sa pepepe se de yedi kan aka no enye Ghana nko a ena asam kese sei ato yani na emumu no eye ewiase afana nyina enti empanifo ahodo ya womo efri emia ye ahodo bebre eba ebi mu honom a eya na womo ambassadors ena eba ebi mu esoso wo honom a sere ye hunu ni sesi ayi no president eye Julius Mada bio ena wono ankasa ene ne mpanimfo atutu womo anamon asi womo anamon mu na womo abedru ha ye kasa okujato ablakwa eso aba abedru ewa hasenya wesi from a afei ena onante na wono nso so no watimi abepe ne last respect abaimu empanimfo ane de ye beka ne se efi anopa no baye te se 80% MPs and ministers ya womo ha say de omo anya aba abedru eye arehosem sin no eye arehosem eye arehosem kese pa ena ubedru ha senya ekoso ewa ha ne science se baby a yese nyankopon ebo na pesie no na bonsam so ewo ho etwi ni makonti no security so eye very tight ewo ha sei pa security eye tight ewo ha enti sesi e womo a ohu womo ewo TV eso National Health Insurance Authority empenifo ena womo so enya abedru Rex
abotre na yesa enkobie adane oba sapoma ento aso emayensa se ehuma no ewomo a na awoso ne ho kakra woso ne ho nso a aya na nitie no aye bibie wo ho na abra na akua sapoma nyamfa ne ekoso ewo honom ensomye no na Ghana fo bi ene empo womo a womati owuo na womafi womo mamu ababepie mu ewo man Ghana mu no na dodo na aduru honom ambassadors ahodo amamu mpanimfo ahodo dodo na aba edu mu hwen aba beto emfoni ase kire odo a womo ewo masa nipa nwotwe ya womo ekoye adwuma na asemkese ato womo kwam amoma meka abusuansa bie mu no di sanhwe no akwakototo ase de kire wo dosronko pa de akire eti dwumadie ne de sane mampani ka se yemfa nefu amiensensi ho ensu no ahwe ye bebro esanse awreho pa na aba na yehuni sa ne yesan kwakua asapoma hoy na baabi a odi esi ye no wonto aso ema ye bim
20 summit and Dr. Omanibuama sat close to me. He was actually next to me, so I cannot begin to fathom the kind of pain that his family and other friends are feeling. I think this is a huge loss at the personal level, at the family level, national level and international. And I pray that God gives them rest wherever they are.
And how should we be looking at the death of these 8 people who tragically lost their lives as a people of this country?
I think it's regrettable. First of all, I wish it hadn't happened. It has happened. I think we should learn lessons from it and appreciate people whilst they are serving. I mean, all of them were gallant Ghanaians who gave of their best, and they died during the course of providing service to the nation. And we should honor them and we shouldn't forget them. This should not be something that we should just let go of easily.
Many thanks to you, Dr. Bampo, the head of
the Dr. Eric Bampo, and also director at the National Health Insurance Authority, and Wabedru has said, "I also sono Edin insuring, and abeto ha watch muse ayadia Alhaji Muniru Mohammed, and afe Dr. Ibrahim Mutala Mohammed, and Dr. Edward Kofi Omane Buama, sa enipa yimi ensano ayadia womo ene no wo ayonkofa bi pa enye asam ketua ye wukode ya etwa mu yikrampo no omo ehia ye meetings ahodo etina koba ne se arehusam kese sei aba na ontimi enye ne ho hwe de obeye ne se wo so no so bepie mu ha sei na wono so etimi ede ne nhwiren eba ebeto ha ede pay ne last respect etino and someone wono so ede etu edwa no ena yabobo ebiso ede amamono yaka sei sesei ekuo foforo enya aba abedru adofo aba abedru hasei a womo so ede womo nhwiren eba sei ena etie ewo hasei eye arehusem Ghana fo nyina ewiase nyina ana ade ede atoye ni efiri se wokunu o papa unuaba ma oba ebekọ ejuma obesore hwe nye no ede bekọ ejuma na obeba yade ne ebeba fie na asa ebra soso wo mbra fie no na chese eno ne soso no akoye ensam ahodo pia eya na eyade se eye areho pa etino obi obeba bedru ha no san bia no na eye areho na ede ekoso ewo eha
the chief of staff around the same time when the news came in. And I remember he said to me, the chief was on the chopper. And my boss, Dr. Edward Omanibuama, I work with very closely at the Ministry of Communication, and thereafter many other things. Back in power. Dr. Sapon I've known personally. He calls me his son because we bear the same name, and I've known him personally. Muniru, Alaji Muniru, a great man. Just 2 days before he passed, we had a long, lengthy chat. He was the chair for Get Mama Elected Action Group. I was the convener. So we worked closely during and after the election. And Abuaji, our parliamentary candidate for Boise, I know also quite well. It's quite devastating. These are men who have served this country well. And if they were to go at all, they were not to go in the way they did. But as it is said, God knows best. And he is the only one who can explain what has happened. I was on the team that went to see Dr. Edward Omanibuama's mother in Koforidua, and it was quite a terrible few hours we spent with the woman. We pray that the wife, Rita, the children, the mother, and all of them are able to have strength at this time. For the rest of our colleagues, we can only say they have to rest in peace. May the good Lord continue to be with them. At this time, all of us have to come together as a country, united to fight this. These are men who were serving this beautiful country, and in the process of serving, this happened to them. We who have been left behind, we have to work hard in memory of them. Do things. Omane is a man of integrity. Mutala, quite a distinguished scholar as well. And they are all men who have worked toward and help this country to be where it is. The least we can do them is to come here and show our love and show our appreciation and gratitude for all that they have done for us. So on behalf of my bank, Agricultural Development Bank, staff board, we just want to say that as a country we are mourning. Let's mourn them, but let's do what is right in memory of these great men who have fallen. To the 3 military men who were also in line of duty, we've been briefed that they flew from Takoradi to Accra to carry on this task. These are men who, from the very day they were enlisted, devoted all their lives to all of us in guiding and protecting all of this. May all of them, their souls, rest in perfect peace. We will do what is required of us to ensure that their memories are never lost.
Okay, I was just going to ask you, quite early days yet, but one as an institution, I know government has not spoken about compensation or anything in their memory yet, but as a bank, are you thinking about anything for the families and that they've left behind?
Yeah, we are. The team that I came here with just 2 weeks ago, we were with the defense minister. We visited him just 2 weeks ago to touch base on a few things. I think on our own, we are looking at an endowment for the kids, for all of them, not only Dr. Omanibuama's kids, but all of them. We are told that the squadron leader also just got married a few weeks ago, and for all we know, the wife may even be expecting. It's our collective responsibility to ensure that we look after those that they've left behind. They would have done the same thing in our shoes. I remember working with Dr. Omanibuama on one incident that happened in the case of Major Mahama, and working through some endowment fund. I did a calculation in what we can put together over the next 10 years in order to support the children. We will do the same thing to support him as well.
Most grateful, Mr. Tufai.
Okay, and you know, Mr. Edward Ato Sapon, Managing Director at the ADB. Edward Ato Sapon, Managing Director at the ADB. On enya aba piemu ewo ehanu senya almost so no atimi abele womo enhwen sede yebeka no no na yekasa ide eyade ampanifo na hodo bebre na ena ebe piemu mrashe bedwafo ni bi enya abedro MP edema hohoi efo walanyo eye mrashe bedwani edema adehia omo ewo hohoi abato empeso aso ononso ena wanya aba abedro a ode ni nhwen ebeto eye biaya aban aye enhyehyeye na enipa enwotwe ya womo awu owu a eye ya na eniye nyan no omo soso no ede womo nidie a etwato ede ebre womo etino WOHO MP ene baako a okane ho ena omo enya ede womo enhwei no ede eto ehonom no na omo ebo empire fu se eya na gidie ewo ho se owu achi no eyade a atemu wo ho etino omo enya ebedru ha senya ya na akoye empire etino yene no ebedi enkomo na yahwe ono so no de obeka ede ya factory enchemi eho.
I feel the same way. The 35 Ghanaians are feeling. It's a sad situation. As you can see, the sun cannot even hold it. It's something that we will not wish for each shadow to happen again. Mutala, we've been there together. When Akotia happened, we saw how down he was. Nobody thought this would happen. And all of us, as we've come together as a nation, grieving, it is time for us to say no to Galamsey. All of us can never take that out, that it wasn't Galamsey that led to the death of this gallant man full of life. It happened some few years ago when Major Mama was murdered. We thought that could end it. We sat and looked on, and today 8 strong men left their families on the lines of duty to save our country, and here they are. So I would say, on behalf of the people of WOHO, that the issue of Galamsey, after years to come, we should say because of them, Galamsey has ended. Everybody is sad today. I know tomorrow, after they are buried, life will still go on. But at the end, are we going to wait for another tragedy before we talk about it again? They were going to where the incident happened to sensitize people about this menace. We are pleading with our countrymen and women. We don't want this to happen again. Whatever we have to do, if any law comes to Parliament, for it to be even extreme to stop this menace, I, Walanyo Cheko, representing the people of WOHO, will stand with the people, will stand with Parliament to see to that any law at all that will help to end this. I don't want to call it nonsense. This menace.
But there are some who have made the case also that if this could happen to such top hierarchy government officials, then it is also about time that politicians thought well about the benefit that Ghanaians deserve, thought about the well-being of Ghanaians, and prioritized projects like road constructions to ensure that some of these safety issues are very well dealt with. Would you agree with such a call?
Yes, it's a call all of us have been making, but this is not about roads. This is about something that has been in the system for a while that all of us are trying to eradicate. And government upon government, it still grows wings and fly over the sky. So this is not about prioritizing roads. Yeah, we are prioritizing roads. That's why we've heard a lot about road construction. I mean,
basically, the concern that you should prioritize the needs of Ghanaians.
Yes. That's what we are. That's exactly what we are doing as a government, and all of you can testify to it. But this goes beyond this goes beyond road construction or what we are talking about. All what we are saying is, now that we are all grieving, let's come together, and tomorrow not to have a story to tell about Galamsey again. Whatever we have to do, if it has to go to the extreme, we will be in support, so that tomorrow lives will not be lost again, trying to fight what all of us can sit together and solve once and for all.
Thank you. So,
Enti efo walanyo ena eye mrase bedwani edema adehia womo ewo hohoi abato empeso aso ena wono so edi ni nhwe aba abeto ha sei ejremu se obi eka se womo a nipa nwotwe yi a womo awu owu eye se enye Galamsey ho ena womo awu a
Yeguso hwe animu se akua sapoma ni fidie no ebeye adwuma sebeye a baby a na woka akosie no betimi ato aso honom ede amaye na abra emfidie no abonimu kakra no ene nipa hodo bi ekopie mu ho se ne yedi kan ato nkra no akere wo no anopa mu ede bawie no mu a besisa abre mu no adehye atwa agu ewo ho pa Dr. Mahmoud Baumia epie mu ewo ho acting chief justice nso epie mu ewo ho no mo na NDC Council of Elders omo upper east nso womo ebepie mu ewo ho no mo akukudam enintini ene etitiru dodo na ene epie mu ewo ho no ma ye hwehwe mfoni ni bi ede amamusabre.
The grief comes to all Ghanaians. It is not just me, it is not the NGC, it's all of us. This is a national tragedy. 8 public officials on official duty. So they were in the service of this country. And they had this tragic accident and they all lost their lives. Ghana is in mourning, and so this morning I took the opportunity to visit some of the families, at least of 3 of the victims, and I will continue tomorrow to complete that exercise. So this is personal to all Ghanaians, and we just want to extend my condolences to the government, to His Excellency the President of the Republic, John Dramani Mahama, and the government. I also want to extend my condolences to the Ghana Armed Forces who have lost very gallant soldiers in this process. I want to extend my condolences to the families of all those who died in this accident. It's very, very painful loss. Ghana has lost just a tremendous amount from this particular tragedy, and this is why I'm here to lay a wreath to express my condolences. I mean, this is not a partisan issue. It's not a partisan issue. This is a national tragedy, and regardless of, you should expect full participation because it is our national duty to fully participate.
I released a statement of condolence to His Excellency the President, the government, and the people, and the bereaved families. Now we are here to commiserate with the President by laying our flowers. And as I said yesterday in my statement, which was actually repeated by the President in his somber address to the people, these gallant men died in the course of duty. And so we should forge ahead in national unity and not politicize their deaths. We should all have recourse to the legacy they left behind and then serve our nations to the best of our ability. As Council of Elders of the National Democratic Congress, to lay the wreath in honor of our colleagues. We'll extend our sympathies to all their relatives, the country, and our head of state, President John Dramani Mahama, for this irreparable loss. May all our colleagues rest in perfect peace.
Words cannot describe the way we feel. We are mourning the tragic loss of 8 brave souls who lost their lives in that tragic helicopter crash. I've had the opportunity with my colleagues to have worked with all of them very closely, and I must say their dedication to service, and their sacrifice for the nation is something we shall never forget. It is a colossal tragedy, and our condolences goes to the families of the 8 of them. Our condolences goes to the government and people of Ghana.
Yemfa Yera Joshua Alabin Semno Ensihanom na yensan enkohon mu biom penifobio mo abo epinihono mo samoa omde tudwa areho ebremo.
Devastating circumstances on Wednesday.
He was originally a PNC. What prompted him to switch camp?
I don't have any, I've never really discussed that idea with him. In fact, I didn't even know that he was in a different political organization. Because I told you earlier on, our relationship predates our closer working relation within the NDC government as a party. And so I really didn't know his political persuasion before. So I always regarded him as a member of the NDC all through.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
Welcome.
Enti yadaswa ewo ehase epenifo ahodoa omo ewa hanumo sei no yene womo edi enkomo nimonyamfo ya yene no ekasa ye sesia yi echiremu se seyi amanyosemo eto enchen ya Alhaji Muniru Mohammed eye ne teacher wachre no ade Ambassador Smith eso ewa ha sei ma yene wono so no eni enkomo
Dr. Smith, that's the former Ghana State Commissioner to the United Kingdom. Your Excellency, what fond memories do you have of the 5 comrades who are no more?
Very tragic situation, eh? All these 5 guys I've worked very closely with. All the 5. I was going to show you the 5 guys from number 1. I've been with Onua Buama. I've known him before he even left school, university, to become a medical officer. I've known him all this while. Mutala, the same. The other one is Sapon. Dr. Sapon, he and I have been in the trenches forever. Most recently, Abuaji was a candidate for Obuasi. I went there to campaign with those ladies that I was on the street campaigning with. So they are too close for this to have happened to us. The most painful thing for me personally is that everything was going well under the current administration of President Mahama, and then we have such a tragedy. Unprecedented. Unprecedented. I'm not reading meanings into this, but it's sad that we have to have a situation like this when the country is doing well, the economy is doing well, everybody seems to be more relaxed, and then we have tragedy on our hands. I pray to the Almighty God that nothing of this sort should happen again after today, for us to take this country to the next level.
What we know is that this has called for a lot of reactions across the globe, even including the Pope and other world leaders. What does it tell you?
Well, it tells me it's a major tragedy for any country to lose so many people who are in their line of duty. They left here at 9:20 on that fateful day. For whatever reason, I decided to go to Jubilee House to look for the president. When I got there, I was told he had gone on a trip. So I was with the president's secretary when a call came through that there's been an accident. There's a helicopter crash, and I didn't know. I thought the president was on the helicopter. So actually, my heart nearly stopped. Then it came out that no, the president hadn't even gone that direction. And then hell broke loose. I left the Jubilee House. I didn't want to stand there anymore. I was feeling stressed. You know, I had to go into my car for a while to calm down. Why should this happen to us at this time? So it's a major tragedy for our country. And I pray to God that nothing of this sort should happen again. Some people are on social media saying all manner of things. It pains me that this social media thing is trying to destroy the world. Everybody gets up and says anything at all because it's social media. People are even predicting, other people are predicting that the worst is yet to come. Who are they? Why?
Yes, so talking about social media, one of the issues that has come up is about how we shouldn't politicize this. The Chief Justice was here earlier, makes that point, Dr. Baumia, Napo, and the rest of them. Do you share in those sentiments?
No, when we say politicization, we're talking partisanship. You know, every time this party A, party B. No, that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm saying is when somebody can open their mouth and say, the worst is coming. What is coming? Why do we live in a country we want to develop and make progress, and people are preaching doom? Why? Some people say, oh, we said it was going to happen. Who are you? Are you God? Please, let us come together as a people, one people, and make progress. Is that what people are doing in America, predicting doom all the time? We shouldn't.
Well, what do you expect to be done?
And a lot of, mostly the people who go into the pulpit, the preacher people, you know, they go there and they are always, every end of the year, they're predicting who's going to die and who's going to do the why. Why don't we say, oh, we're going to make money as a nation and become bigger than we are? You should be preaching that rather than negative stuff all the time. And there's a competition of who predicted what.
Exactly.
You've seen it in social media. And now others are predicting the worst to come. Why should we go through that as a people? If you said the Pope and the rest have said it, yes, it's sad. The president, it hurts me, you know, that he's going through hell. He's suffering. He's suffering because these are his men, people he's working with. These are young, relatively young people who haven't quite gotten anywhere in life. Suddenly they just disappeared from this earth. We pray that the right things be done, and I also pray. I mean, I don't know what caused the accident or the crash.
Investigation.
Yes, it's an investigation. But I pray that we just make sure that equipment and stuff like that, vehicles and things on the road, we should maintain them properly, so we don't have some of these things which are due to mechanical or vehicle defects.
Yeah.
We should try and ensure that we have good equipment, flying equipment, aircrafts, helicopters, what have you. Make resources available so we have the right spare parts and stuff to fit our vehicles so they don't crash and kill us.
Just briefly, talking about the aircraft and all of that, calls for a new presidential jet and retooling of the aviation sector.
Look, if we need an aircraft, we should make sure that it is serviceable. It's an aircraft that will not go and crash us. The last thing we want, I mean, can you imagine if an accident involved the president? We will not be sitting here talking like this. There will be chaos in our country that somebody has gone and done it to the president. We don't want to go there. And then we thank God that we're not in that situation, but we learn some lessons from what has happened to us as a people. Very tragic, very sad indeed.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
And Ambassador Victor Smith and one also sono aba abedruha no say abe den inshrei aba abeto ho na enam so ne na kuma edi ya warekwa kwan so no ode ne nsamo atu edwa echiremu se eyade ade ekoso anase de asie no eyade a etwa ne nsunu mu eha no eye ya pa na de eye ne yabro so eye se enkrofo bi enam social media so na womo ekeka ensam edifa owu a eye ya etisei no enho na wo stress safo no enhwe na womo enyai efrise de asie de akoso no eyade a eye ya etwa ensunu mu wosan ekiremu se eye amanyofo enum ya womo ka sa to renchem yi hu a womo nti yegina ha ene na areho adokro Ghana fo no womo enum ni nyina eye womo a womo eben no womo eye ne hu nipa prekope ewo amanyosem mu etino abanesa no eyade a eye ne ya eha dwen pa na wosan ede eto aso se sade ye hunu ni nei eni hu kwan si Ghana ye behunu bio etino se ye hyen kasa ahodo na ye behwe na yesiesie ni ye se ye wiem hyen so a ye behwe na yesiesie ni ye sade be ya areho ene asam kese se ya ato Ghana no ebi ensan ento Ghana fo ebio asofo enkaye abreni abribia na womo ehyankom efa de obewu ene de obewu ochina na wei na bibisa akosi na afi ye hwe de odi kan ye no asofo ne soso no enhwe na saa enkom hye no enkom betima ye bibia afa ho a omo aye ede afa ho efri se ehadwen sabre ya wo kire mu se Ghana eda so a eye mre eba na to renchem sei asie no eyade a eye de ehadwen pa yie it's no de ekoso ewo empotam ha sei eno no ye ka sei jomtuni kese pa a wono so ewo Ghana ha sei a ye be ka ne se wo ye NDC oye NDC ni wo ye jomtuni de na so no wo ye NDC ni eye Jack Alolome eso ena waba abedru ha no mo sei a ono so no ebe pay ne last respect ede ama womo eti ye behwe se ye ni Jack ebe di nkomo kakra Jack wadaroma wa wudie monua TV eso enie wonanti a wudi ramu ne sade wu kogina ade yi ho na wo hwe wo mo anim no adwen be na ye koso wo wutinim
the mechanic say my na ye ho yakọ na I draw my attention to enyumbia me ye na madam for kramoni bi na ka kire me say enipa bia wo sori anopa wata de wa na wotoso na wa hye na wa kra se me kọ asan aba bere bedru me no atade na hye no wa na obewura nyame nenim the amana I am a rehobe bre so ne say mene president na nkayeko Assemblies of God for program no and see ye see di kan wo hansa no na ba see nam kwa so ko no mene Greater Accra Regional Minister na nam see du kwa so no ana ne card ginai ana yesu ginai ana no see from call adaka no ho timi hu ya se wasoso mu ana yesi from call na omo breaking news ni se de asini na ni na emu no ye de aseda manyame cause bibi ni we betimi ayafa ho te ka se anunyam kanyame na emu se obehwe nso a de asino nka na ne kase pa ye omamu ni hina adwaadwo anka ye bedi to the sense nanka ye president na nanka so kosa assignment no na bribi nti wanti mi anko nti emfa ne se se ko happen say ono nanka all kwa kebia it will be a different thing altogether until e can say e de no yam shemanyame na yam abusuani hina so yakọ na yam omanu hina so omamunu hina so yakọ
yada sepa etino Ghana jumtini kese Jack alo lomi ena yene no adi enkomo no na ubo Jack din a oye gospel musician na yesan e de NDC e bata ho efri say MDC e da na koma so a abreni abribia no NDC programs ahodo wo ye nwomu nyina e de ema no na wo no so no waka de wonim e de fa asem kese sen a asi e wo Ghana ha sen a ye bob na krampo no yenya emob na no emfa enwieye yada so a e wo ceremonial gardens Jubilee house anim ha biaya Ghana mampani ene ni mpanifo ede enhyehyeye gu akwan mu say nipa enwotwe amanyofo enum ena afe asrafo miensa yada no wukuada adwuma wo mu dwumadie mu na e wose wo mu efi enkran na wo mu kopie mu e wo asante mantem kro oboase na wo mu kodi dwuma e wo ho efa galamsey ho no omu antimi ankwankodru na ohawo kese oyene kese sei ato Ghana fo no eno ho enkoma ena yeda so a wahasen ayedi na se de yedi kan ama yahwefo nyina ahu de ekoso e wa ha efi anapa amanyofo bebre ena omo aba abedru hasen se yeyi amanyofo no eto nchen a ambassadors ahodo a womo esi womo aman na mu e wo Ghana hasen aba abedru sa enso ena yehu Sierra Leone president ono so eba hasen e de nimpran hyesam ebaaye na ode na nhwire so ebaaye na obaaye na ohwe sade wo hwe pictures enipa enwotwe yi a ye ka wo ho asamo enei wo hwe pictures na wa wusu niti na utimi huno se eye arehosam kese pa ena abano eti sesen de wo hu no eye onimonyamfo Magdan ena wono so no waba abedru hasen a ono so edi ni nhwren aba abeto ha ahwe pictures nipa nwotwe no anim abonimu ase asan abanachi asan ehwe womo asan abonimu ase biom eti no businessman Magdan a yenim no ewo krom hasen no ono nso ena wanya aba abedru a wabe lane reef na yemfa so na yene no eni enkomo kakra
go back and let's
This is a very sad moment. I'm lost of words. I'm really lost of words, and it's a tragic moment, and this is the day we have to remember for the rest of our lives. There are 8 gallant men who are on the line of duty. This is how they have to perish. Not in any other cause, but in the cause of fighting Galamsey. And my heart goes out to the bereaved family. My heart goes out to the wives and husbands and children. I also feel that I have to admonish the president also in this hard time that I should take heart. It's difficult. Onua was my very good friend, and I want to remember him not as ashes. It is sad. Sad. Sad.
You operate in the aviation sector, and this particular accident involved a helicopter. Did you cringe when you heard the news?
Well, to die in such a manner. But before I say anything, I want to beg the media to stop showing the images that you are showing on social media and on TV. I want to remember them not as ashes, but I want to remember them as how I knew them to be. It's not for me or for their family and children to remember their parents as ashes. In the aviation industry, aviation is the most regulated industry, and this is surprising. The helicopter they use is one of the robust helicopters you can ever find on this planet. And Ghana did a very good investment to purchase that helicopter. So it's sad. It's very sad. Very, very sad. So we'll talk about aviation. We'll talk about aviation.
Thank you so much.
It's a businessman McDan and on so a real war or day akasa efa oyena ato Ghana hono eho na uti ho asha ne mapa if we say ne nkasa mu no utimi hu se enye easy ema no wo wie ye no wantimi anko wasan adane ne ho asan adane ne ho biemu a wasan aba ehwe emfoni ahodo efi Dr. Edward Kofi Omanebuama woye Minister for Defense ebio Dr. Ibrahim Mutala Mohammed a wono so Minister for Environment, Science and Technology. Alhaji Muniru Mohammed also Acting Deputy National Security Coordinator. Dr. Samuel Sapon National Vice Chairman NDC. Samuel Abuaje Acting Deputy Director General. Squadron Leader Peter Befami Anala. Flying Officer Menachum Ampadu. Sergeant Ernest Ado Mensa. Sa enipa enwotwe saying ena omunti Ghana etwa adwo efridano wukwada ohawa torencham kese a Ghana enka bi enhyemu na ebeto Ghana sesei eye Ghana eriase fana nyina ena arekosam a etisei no ye emoni a enkoye se abusua enkaye no anasa abusua wo mo ho aka nko a ena emoni sade endra Ghana Mampani John Dramani Mahama nenkasa yemu okaye no ade ato abusia nani ade ato Ghana ni ye kasa ade ato ewiase afana nyina ani ya eye arekosam kese pa na anwumre ya Alhaji Muniru Mohammed ya woye anana woye Acting Deputy National Security Coordinator Nemma ebepiemu ewa ha Nemma no ebepiemu no mo yese wo mo etwen wo mabusuafo nkaye na afei omo atimi ede wo nhwen aba beto ho ede ama omo maame na sade ye nuamo muslimifo enhyehyeye mu yenim no na abreni abribia wo mo eka no se bibi sei eba eya na enya rahudie eya na enya brabo de wasa wo ye ede ma nipa na wokọ no ne se wo bebọ mpaye ede ama no ne santi no mo ebedru ye no ewo wo mo nhyehyeye kwan so no omo eye se wo mo ebebọ mpaye omo start ye empaibo ni mu a wo mo eguso ebo empaye na mame baako pani oba pani enani afi iye o start se osun esun na chi no wa hu hwi biem ye hu ye na odafom ya eno so no koye arehosam kese pa ede ema Alhaji Muniru Mohammed abusua eya na empanifo eka nsem bi se sotro mienu ema ni hanhane na ye papa afrimu ye behwe enhyehyeye na ye maame ana se busuani baako so ohausen abeto na akoya ayam hyehye kese ena saye so ema wo mawerho no ekọ pa na esun ajajo ena na wo mu etwa na esan se ehasei no mo ba ye na ebesi ye ntino na eho ebehia ese aboambafo a ewa ha no musen sojafo ne titiu epeka na entempa ni manimu ha no a omo etimi ede no ekokopie mu ewo 37 aban ayaresabia na omude ne koye no achi no ne mma mema miensa no esan dane wo mani esan baaye ema womo no esan bebo mpaye no eto aso ede womo enhwei no ebaaye ebetoye na ye no na chi no ena womo san eti womo emaame no ewo ayaresabia ho sesei entia yenya difi ayaresabia ho ne sesei no nyame ada Roma maame no asan abane back to the normal nipa what ye na emumo no e was say oda ho na oje ayarehwe kakra free say de asam no esi ehye no na etwa ne nsuno mu ni nti no na e was say oje ayarehwe etino say na etie e wa ha efi anopa edomo bebre na na ebaaye ebepie mu e wa ha ye kasa yi de edomo no emufa kese no enyina atimi afri eha sen a enipa aka ewa ha no sen no enhyeda ennoso na obi eba na wono soso no atimi edi ne hwei na ode aba abeto eha sen na kyese okọ saa ena etie ewa ha sen efi anopa no sade aban no ede atudwa no se ene etwamu a ensaye nyame ya adomo a ochina omo ebesan atoa so na enhweren yi a adofo ganafo ajamfo ene abusua ede eba na yede apay yan last respect no omo edaso a na omo atoa so sa it's not there efi anapa ekoso ewo ehase no no empanifo no eba omo ede womo nsam bebre na eto edwa epanifo trese empo NPP mpanifo a fi anapa omo eba ha ne nyina no omo asem a womo eka ne se yenyi amanyosem no ento nchen free se wen eye ganafo nyina e na ade ede ato womo ani etina we die amanyosem bia enim amanyoku a ewo krom ha no mo sei no e kamea yese emu ohamu nchichemu be yete se aduowotwe 80% ena efi anapa omo abedru ha no mo sei eye CPP Frankatuni mame ama sapon kuma obedru ha no mo sei no na akoye arehosam ede ama wa ha sei yie na wono soso no echemu ayonkofa eda wone womo adofo yi a womo ato anananom ewo ensi aduye entem penifo bebre abaha na de etie ne se oba ebedru ha senya wo ba no eya na wanim aye serious kakra na soso no wunya bedru ha na wo hwe sade yan papamo amanyofo akese enum na asojafo abambofo miensan wo hwe wo mo picture na akoye arehosem emema nyina adane oba se unya bedru hanko ade a eya na yenimu se emema de omudi areho mpa eya na wo musugu omumu na soso ehayi de wo mo bepia eya na nya sugu mu no asam eya de a wo mo esu ankasa enti no say ena etie say yehwe nipa yi a ogina hwe yi a media general yen media general board member onimonyamfo mawuli ena ono so abedru hasenya ono so abepe ne last respect ede ama enipa enwotwe officer baako esoso ena ono so abedru ha ono so epe ne last respect na osha sergeant Ernest Ado Mensa anim ena wako akogina atwa ne kruse wako jina atwa ne kruse ena wode asore ehonom it's no saying ena e ha say mood no etie eye arehosam kese pa wukoda bi aye Ghana for dabone akua Ghana for enka bi nhemu na oye ne kese sen atorencham kese sen ato Ghana na enam soa ama sesei udru offices ahoro udru asuaye ahodo a eye brisi ene kobene ena edi ahim ni nyina ne se Ghana ye jam ye amanyofo enum ena fe ya srafo miensa womo ekodi ejuma ede aboa Ghana obi beka se line of duty na womo akofri mu owu a eye ya it's not say ena etie ewo ha say ayeka say de say eha ajo eha say ajo pa efi anopa na sede edomo ewo ha say pa mpenifo yi obia eba ne dom eka ne ho na obepe ne last respect efi anapa Ghana for akire odo amanyofo akire odo businessmen and women akire odo abusia ene adofo nyina soso akire odo stronko pa ede ama eye mpenifo enwatwi yi a omo edi wo mujuma ede aboa Ghana na omo nam so no womawu owu a eye ya owu a obi beka se wonsusu mfa ma wotanfo na womawu owu a eye ya no eno eho enkomo ya ena yeda so edi no se afei ena wode wafidie no ato Onua TV a Jubilee House Ceremonial Gardens ha say ena yewo na empenifo enwotwe a ewo ensie do no amamre ni nidie kwan so no eya de se Ghana for kire odo ede akire wo mo eti no say de ekoso ewa ha no it's no former OT regional minister and also wabe drew waha say ya honorable ya pesa ya ne honorable edi enkomo so no akoya den ede ama honorable nyankopon enhya woden wada Ramadan wanim say na hwe yenim say eyeden nyame enhya woden honorable asam kese say ya ato Ghana na enam so ne yebeka senka wunsu onipam na emom wabedru ha etwa adwo no den na wobeka ede afa ho it is well.
The person my cousin said Bible said we be a moyen finance manyame until we give God all the glory, we give him the praise. And so God knows best. We cannot challenge God because Thursday the debate on budget review. Honorable Dr. Ibrahim Mutala Opiepe and Obisam say then a cost and I'm so a budget debate in a cost no so be debate and I'm saying I will be when I also be debate no side and me draw Honorable Achampon attention say Honorable Mutala so pursue debate and also have it prepared and also why do I have to prepare I know that this is a very good budget, so why do I have to prepare? They can debate. And also, original energy say, oh, debate. So, sa video na echo viral say or say one walkouts and one press conferences. So, the number of people in the chamber. No, time na many no any ajala and a net one or can yina history. Wow, and honorable defense minister, honorable Madam Edward. You know, I was the Eastern Regional Minister. I got to know him when I was the Eastern Regional Minister. And me were Defense and Interior Committee, and Chebia and HSA, they came before the committee, and I so official visit echo the ministry. I no echo didn't come on Friday, and so me no Asia meeting the advisory board on foreign affairs. And he or say na chesem so meeting and board meeting ho. And Friday no chese me no ekasan chese na chese na minim say ye dinkra. Metia say accident way akosi. But bibiem ye de na say manyame because the nim and she say anyame ewo emaye nyina nti de ampese me kan say me ma abusiafo akọ me ma wondue we de due ma menue na Bible say o kan Ecclesiastes 5:3 hono mo a wo say me obi a obe ma ohaw adoso ewo abrabo mu no or say if you worry too much
Yeguso de emfoni bia etwago ewo Jubilee House Ceremonial Gardens somwo akukuda mo akopie mu honom adofo abusua asabre de ye obia nsomo etie na wo musu Ghana dehye heroes nwotwe a na no arehosem ekosiye ewo makwan mu abranye se na wo mo ekoye ne omo panemum na omo kosom oman Ghana oman ni ho adwuma na wo koye eni se ne yebesi ekosi ye ya ene ewiase afa na nyina obia eka Ghana sem na Ghana so areho ahye ma se baabi abefa eye tuntum eni aniso ana ekoso no yeguso de ehonsam ene se ne adofo bi di nhwei ekokugu eyemfoni a sabre ye di agina hɔ de amabusua nwotwe nyina no yedi emu amane akoso asomo yenya ne ntie se nyame so adom a ekina vigil enti se ne ye nyina ya na yenim no se bibisa si a na yaka ye ho abom na ya nante de candles a chire wiem na ya sususu na yaka ka ye nuanom no sa bia na ekina ebekoso nti ya na wahye ne so se ubetimi abadwumadie no asenso a ye behwe anim kwan se ubeba na enu achi nso no Onua TV Onua FM bebia ye bema wo ehunu ne ekoso fiti anopa no nso a ekosi se dwumadie no ase betu ye nanan beka se ubetu apo aha wo mutu apo a na Onua ye tu apo wo muntu apo a ye ne mo ete ha no mo de enuoma hodo a etwagu ewase kire mo a kosi se dwumadie no ebekọ awiye pam enti koso na ene yen entena na yen somo arehusemu mu ensemu a etwaguo adofo anu asemu a wode ba flowers a wode ebegugu wo mumfoni so akire wodo soronko a safo no ti ase na wo ema wo mo no na sabre yegusu a eyi hu emfoni ekire no yebefa kwanya we sonso na ensentrofo asabre aya na munya akwanya epiemu ewo baby a abusua nyina eti efifiri no se mudru honom a ensem ni bi honom a mu bisa yesre mo aya mu hunu kwan a mo befa so ebisa esanse anopemfoni bi na etwagu enwonua de na eso ye ada media station bi hwasem a ubisa obatan a ne ba eka ho pa na rehusemi ato no na bisa se ne ba ne te ase no sombo mana no me na baby say what do you mean wahu ensem ni bi ho no mo a ye misa kora ma wa dwene enka nkyero se baby ye duru no ye duru bunu mu na enu kwan se mebisa saa na afei so se wokoto se obi su a titiru ne ani ntire kukudamfo ye ekoye nyina na asani ye pede camera akwose oni kune honem na sabe amaman kura free ne honem ba ye pese ye twa ma obi ehunu se oni kunu esu no besre ye nuanom bloggers ne sentrofo a mo atwehia wo ho se ebrei mu enye ehwehwani mu ade bia enye wona wo ye the best blogger na say best journalist enti e wo so otimidi mfoni etisa ebeto montene so se ne Kristo kan na anu di gya ye no besre aya mo mie ni di su saa na sabre eye enibre na aba no nye hwehwani mu ade bia ene wo se ye e de kire abusua no fa wo ho etoto wo mo asabre wo made hye nwotwe wo mo Christ ye kwa adwuma aba ebi obi anopa no fa phone efre ne yire hani ye koye ade abasesia o ewo kumase galamse ho adwuma nti e bi kura fampesie simiso ana anwumre we na medi ebe no miesa na mabafie ebe no nan na mabafie na eyire tie akire e matie akire hwe anim kwan se okru frey e ka asem se na kire no na meso me ya hoboa e de aduane asinachi na wo befa ne phone na won koso nko receive kwa ye de arehosem se ebeto nanim no me ba cho anke ye wo anke bia anka wo ti esi ho emunumunu ho kranka unya mankom biem enti yemfa sa abusua yemfa ye ho hyehye wo modie mu ne ehunu sa ne aba no ya eboro so enti nsem bi wo ho no ma yemisa ade bi wo ho no ma yenye enkyere wo yeguso sommo na nonum abapa ho sima no aduasa enson aha Onua TV so midin ede da che hima adwa santo arehusemu nti kura yefrase idin no kura eyira me na so se ne munim ne dada no yesi WWO ni mu ana onimo eti dwumadi ai na ekoso o Jubilee House Ceremonial Gardens eho na yeguso ede nsam efri sommo ni nyina efa Ghana ya de hye nipa mako enwoche young guys wom ena ye papa no so ewom omo egwom ni nyina esombo maye eti ne ene ato wom no yesre nyame se wo ma biem emfa ye bro no so ha omanga na mu nyame ema no empare ye na yenkoso nka ya busua so ewo mpai bom se ni aba no enya mfi wo mkra mu emfi mu mpo obi kra ye obone ahwe mre dudu edi ansa na ade ache no enukra no na ase so de ache no so hu na no abu na ni chie dwa ewo ho no akai na no asem na esi ye no na fatoto owo ho ehwade iti ebremu yesre nyankopon se won fa basa kese no nto abusua nwotwe a womo ahwe womo nkwana abusua nyina ebi agya maame nom Dr. Omane Boama ne maame isu nyina wo se ma ade kro iti sade kro de a na che se opagere ni hwe soro a esoro ayiri no efom so ayiri no ehifa na maame no wofa yenkai safo ni nyina ewo empaibom alhaji mumienu ana ewo mu a yera mutala ne mabia enemi hu mfoni no kete ne yehwehwe dadi a na krana na owura aboaje ne maame ne yerenom ne oware boso mienu akiri heye ikura hware hosemo a aba eti yankoso emfa emfoni ni bi ensomo ne yehwese akua sapoma homa ne so atotomu a na yenye ensem kakra emfri ni ho
Onua TV, yadwene omuka. Onua TV, yadwene omupa.
Na ede na ya obayi a oda forma so ne yafunu mu emunumuni.
Oh, Mr. Entry, aya
also yare ya titi me benfie pi nanso ne yam nnwo no da se me kire onu ahodo amato